Hello and welcome everyone. First thing, Merry Christmas for anyone that is just celebrating this one. Have a nice night yesterday and very nice day today with family and friends. I will continue working on the same area that I was working for yesterday. I was just starting this kind of the cross here in the middle of the trail that I'm doing this week, and I was creating here kind of sawmill that is not finished, but I was just creating, adding a few props and things like that. So I was just working a bit around, still not completely finished, but I was just adding a few things that maybe I will work on it, or just I will continue with the trail because I would like to try to connect with this one. And also I was adding a few trees here, and maybe I would like to create like small path trail on this area also, which is exactly matching with the one with the cross here. So you see this is actually this point. So maybe I could just try to create here like small trail on this area, just to come here again. First thing that I will do is just adding here a fence that I want just to put like this one. I want to create another one. This one is just a couple of models, so this is not the one that I'm planning to do. In fact, I could just take this one because I was creating two of them, so this is two different ones, but I can use here the one that I have for spline. Even it's really small, but I think this, I'm not sure. So I change here the one to this, and then I can just say okay. First thing, also I need to add to different level. So here, go to the level, that's fine. And then create a new spline point. I'm not sure which one is the one that I'm creating. So this direction. Okay, and just I will try to. Oops, there's a few of them already. There's something strange here. So I think it's creating already the points. So delete this one, and I should have a couple of them maybe. Yeah, now it's fine. So I will replace this with this one. It's just not much, but I mean it's just one draw call, and makes no sense to create two different items for exactly the same thing. So I'm just replacing this one and reusing because it's the one that I'm using now to the another side. So let's try to adjust this here, and maybe also adjusting the second point to be where are the points? This one a bit more like that, and now adding all of them. So moving all of them, and I think rotating a bit also. Oops. Rotate a bit more. I can use this one as reference. So a bit like that, and then moving now to match with this, and also moving on this direction to match with them. Okay, and I'm planning to do exactly the same, but then the opposite way. So let's say duplicate this and then rotating. Probably I will create a few more because a couple of them is not enough. Let's first align the one that I'm planning to align. This is maybe here. I'm just trying to do kind of limiting the ones, the players just coming from this direction, and they just come here. You cannot jump, so that's the reason to be maybe taking the real path or the small trade that I'm doing instead of just going through the forest, because otherwise you are arriving to this one, then you need to move also to be far or things like that. So it's kind of blocking the player going just through the forest. I think it will be easier if I'm just removing at the moment the grass and also the trees. So it will be easier just to align this. For that I need to align the points. Not much. We'll see. The terrain is not perfect, of course, so the fence will be just jumping or not being perfect align. Probably need to rotate, but doing free rotation too much with them. And I can even try to do something like that, just to not being completely aligned to this one. And then create a new one, extending this, matching, duplicate the point, and then you create another one. And of course it needs to be down. Yeah, maybe we'll have a problem. The terrain is maybe too much. Need to align maybe a bit, because for example here, as you see, this one, I see what the problem is. Okay, this is the one coming here, and this is the one coming here. So let's say I like this. And then this one also. So first I will try to align to the terrain and then rotate a bit. We'll see how to match them, because it's just being really low. Maybe I can just do it down and also rotating. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's just fine, but at least being a bit aligned. And this is also need to be at least matching the terrain. And rotate a bit like that. And yeah, I need to duplicate a few of them. I think this is one of the problems of the slime, is just giving you the selecting the old point and not the new one that you are just duplicating. So that's we need to unselect or move and then select the new one. It is not really easy. I would like to have selected by default the new one, of course, but yeah, let's rotate with this, because it's going to straightforward and it's really not realistic being on the nature like that. So just like this, and then create a new one. So now we have selected the old one, and then we need to create a new one. Really stupid. And for example here the terrain is going too much, so I will just try to align something like this. Could be maybe easier. Not too much. And we'll see what I can do here, because it's just if I'm moving too much, it's maybe not matching, but more or less fine. And this one needs also to be a bit down. Just the grass is helping a lot with those things. So if I'm just showing the grass right now, you see that, well, you cannot see very well. If I'm not selecting, you cannot see very well, but of course you are just walking around, you can be closer and could be maybe not so nice watching this one. So that's why I'm trying to create being really aligned to the terrain, just in case. So duplicate the point, move a bit, and take the new one. Yes, this is the new one. I would like just to create something like this point. So let's move a bit on this direction. It's going really too much straightforward. Seems to me that I have misled again the point. Really. And now this one, also lining, but rotating a bit. So this one is going to be and then down, matching with the terrain, and this one is not matching at all. So should be also rotating for easy matching, and then moving down. And I think I would create just one more, and then the ends of the fence as it was in the first one. So duplicate the point, moving this one, and then moving the new one, and then move again the old one. Just matching again, and then this is the, I think this is the last ones I'm creating. Okay, so I will just move a bit to match this one. Oops. Something like that could be fine. And just matching the grass. This one also, it down. Okay, and finally I will just adding here the new one. Hola Severis. Aquí seguimos, sí. Estoy poniendo aquí una valla también a este lado, porque lo que voy a hacer es poner aquí un camino para que el player no se salte aquí directamente y si llega aquí tiene que ir hacia aquí o hacia allí, porque al final tenga que ir al camino real donde enlaza el camino. A obligarle un poco, vamos. Hoy hay poca gente, ¿eh? Hoy está la cosa... no hay nadie. Pero bueno, yo estoy aquí tranquilamente como todos los días. Ya ves que siempre aparece alguno, siempre viene alguien. Entonces la idea es que si el player viene desde aquí arriba, ¿no? Pues que si hace aquí por recortar el camino y se mete por aquí, se encuentre con la valla y eso le obliga a ir o hacia la derecha o hacia la izquierda, por lo cual tiene ahí un gasto de tiempo que es casi preferible ir directamente al camino, que el camino salga por ejemplo aquí y así pues ya se lo evita y va por el sitio correcto en vez de ir a la valla directamente. Y ahora hay que pensarse pues por dónde voy a hacer el camino. A ver, por dónde sale el camino y por dónde iría. Podría salir por ejemplo de aquí y enlazar aquí. A ver. Sí, podríamos por ejemplo sacar el camino aquí y hacer una curva. O si lo sacamos recto por aquí no hay que hacer curva. En ese caso tiene que salir por, no sé, por aquí quizá. Por aquí. Podría salir por aquí recto y ahora ir hacia allá. por aquí ver el cacho de bosque. Vamos a hacer eso, vamos a pintar aquí el camino inicialmente. A ver, dijimos que salíamos de aquí. Pintar. Paint. 25, 128. Estoy esperando a que responda todavía el ordenador. Ok, ahora sí. Vamos a pintar entonces. No, pintar todavía no puedo. Ok, no. Vale, digamos que si ven por el camino viene por aquí. Ahora quitamos la hierba, que se ve el camino. En principio viniese por aquí, por ejemplo, y... Ok. Algo así. Y ahora con el sculpting vamos a hacerlo. Así que lo siguiente es borrar la hierba. Grass. Voy a usar también el sculpting, por eso estoy borrando, porque si no, para hacer el camino me va a costar un poco. Así que vamos a borrar primero la hierba y luego la repintamos para que quede curiosa el camino. Sculpt. 128, 05. Smooth. Mm-hmm. 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 Imposible hacer nada porque es que es cada 2 segundos. Luego esta parte con hierba no se nota. Cool. Guys, if you have any questions, you want to see anything more about the project, just let me know. Otherwise, what's here? Saliris 89. Thank you for the follow. So I was just saying that you have any questions, you want to see anything, because I'm just sculpting the terrain and I don't think there is a lot that I need to explain about this. So it's just most of the time just keeping on silent. But if you have any questions, don't feel that this is a video or things like that, just let me know. And Salaries also, if you have any question or it is the first time here, just ask me. Just trying to create like a trail that is playing, otherwise it's just taking the curve, the step of the hill, but I don't want that. The main problem is I don't have enough resolution on the terrain. I'm not planning to increase this one, so it's not so easy to create a nice trail. Okay, more or less should be fine. Of course, it's not needed to be completely perfect because it's just nature, but at least something playing. Supposed to be that people is just walking on this way. I need to redo the grass, otherwise it will be floating as usual. I'm maybe repainting also because there are some parts, for example here, supposed to be this is the trail and not the hill here is just grass. So I will just change this to be grass. Bring closer. That's fine. Maybe here a bit. Oops, this is the one I need. Sorry. I think more or less this is the trail ready. Let's restore the grass again. Well, first thing I will delete more, because I think all of them will be as I have been already. Scouting, all of them will be just floating, and you see, just floating for some reason. Sometimes it's just moving the grass, sometimes this is not moving. I don't know why, probably my fault, or there is something that I don't know about this, but that's the problem. So just in case, I will delete a lot of grass, and it takes just a second to paint again. Okay, and even paint like that, I can just smooth again the terrain. Smooth. Doing this hill a bit better. It's too stronger, since not working. Or maybe it needs to be bigger. I know that's big already. Because sometimes, for example, if it's 64 or 32, you don't have enough vertices for that. So that's why it's hard to really smooth the terrain, because you are not really smoothing any of them. So making bigger should be working, but anyway. I will now paint the grass again, so not this one, this is all selected, environmental light, and now 64, and painting on the current level here, that's fine. A lot more on this small area. Okay. And I will paint now pebbles for this small trail. I need to check also about the trees, because maybe I was just painting and I'm just in the middle of the tree, but the trees are easy to move, so I don't care much about it. This small part, and next thing is maybe painting this area with this smooth 0.25. It's not painting much. Brush fall of 25, 0.5. Not painting at all. Not painting. Okay, for what's the reason? No idea. Let's say I'm just trying to finish this area, this nature area, to start doing a new town next week. So I just want to finish a few details that I have here before I'm just moving there. Okay, so since no painting, not painting at all, for some reason, the normal, but it's not painting. Maybe here, not really painting. Smooth. It's not painting. Sorry, it's my fault. As usual. Okay. And now the earth. But for example, this one need to be smooth. It's called smooth. This part. And maybe delete this one. Yes, painting again. What I want to do now is just painting some dirt. And for that I will use 0.5. And something wet. That could be, for example, in the end of the trail. Okay, let's show the trees to see what is happening. So for example, this one needs to be moved, just floating and also not the right place. So what I think is just deleting this one, and I will add a new one, which is very in the environment here, and then adding a new one, single instance. Okay, and just check if let's move to select just in case to see if any of them is also messing. Well, this one is also floating, so delete this and create a new one here. What you can do is just checking with a grass, so it's easy to see which one is already floating. Okay, none of them. Let's write down. I would like to add here also a fence, small one. So let's walk this direction to see how it's going from the point of view of the player. Okay, so if the player is coming from this path, of course I need to make the terrain, that's why I have those lines. Anyway, just coming here, you can just continue here or just go in this direction. Okay, more or less looks fine from this point. Going up, how it's going, also going well. Just I want to add a fence here to this area. Here. So I'm not sure where to add this. Let's help without trees will be easier. For that I'm also adding this fence, but I will use another one. This one or no, not this one. In fact, I would like this one, but I'm not sure if this one is working well. Yeah, that's it. So let's locate the first one. If this one is going well. So what I want to move is the wall object. Also need to be in this one. Okay. Okay, finally. So let's say starting here and then rotating for the first one. And I will rotate each one. Probably I need to rotate also the object because the first, oops, no. The first one is being already rotated. And also I will do like 3 rotation to better adjust this one. What I need to do is also rotating like this, because I have been rotating this static mesh already, and I need to reduce much load the curve for them. Will be really not easy. Can I just do that from the top maybe? Okay. Let's this object and then top and then really? Currently not visible. I was just moving to this. Move selected alter to level. Okay. Then maybe it's another thing that I was just what I have been moving them. That's fine. It's also fine. Okay, now should be, because I've been already moving to this level, so okay, not working. Okay, selected top and then F. Perfect, but nothing. Or maybe just using this lead could be, yeah, could be maybe easier just going on this way, and then later I will just be adjusting all of them if I can. Something like that, and then duplicate this point. I think, let me see which one is. So this one is here, this one is coming here. Not planning to create a lot of them, but a few. Just so duplicate this point, duplicate anyone. Yeah, maybe a couple of them more. Duplicate this one also. Rotate a bit. I think it's enough. Let's move to wireframe again and perspective. So even not being aligned is fine, but it's just a matter of rotating or just moving, something like that, to match them. And I will be adjusting to the terrain, so let's remove all of them. Okay, so this one, move select the after to level. Okay, try again. Okay, nice, fine. Aligning to the terrain. We need to rotate, of course. And then this one. So let's start with this. And then the rotation. In that case, I think I need to rotate on this direction because I'm already rotating this one on the hierarchical instance meshes. So that's why I have like a strange rotation for that. Okay, next one, bit, and then a new one. This one is something happening here. I don't know. This is maybe not really matching with the terrain, or just is a hole here. So maybe I will. Yeah, I see this is just moving. So maybe I will rotate this direction to match better, and I will move the rest of them also. Just something like that. Because there is a big hole here. Okay. And this is the last one. I think more or less should be enough. The last thing that we need to do is adding a few stones. I think we complete a bit the grass here with more. Here where the fence is already finished, so I would like to add a bit of grass. For that I will add this one also. Nothing more. Place plants in current level here, and just painting a bit. Oops, this is too much. Okay, maybe here also. Last one. Okay, and I want to paint a few stones, small rocks, not big one but small rocks. And this is small rock here. This needs to be a single instance and will be this level, probably in the end of the trail, so it's just kind of falling down from the top. This is too much, and also not aligning. I will just modify this. And I will increase the size of this. Okay, let's add more. For example, this way. This is small. That's good. And we can add more here at the end of the trail. And also on the top. This is too much. And this is small. I will just move this one maybe here. Let's move this one here, something smaller. And this one will be something like here. Let me see which flowers are here, so I will just try to add the same. So let's add a few flowers. So this one, and that one. Nothing more. Okay, not single instance but different layer. And will be also bigger, will be faster painting all of them. That's fine. I will paint also this another side with almost the same flowers. And this is kind of the end of them, so I will just paint a few more, but not so close each other. Hello and welcome everyone. First thing, Merry Christmas for anyone that is just celebrating this one. Have a nice night yesterday and very nice day today with family and friends. I will continue working on the same area that I was working for yesterday. I was just starting this kind of the cross here in the middle of the trail that I'm doing this week, and I was creating here kind of sawmill that is not finished, but I was just creating, adding a few props and things like that. So I was just working a bit around, still not completely finished, but I was just adding a few things that maybe I will work on it, or just I will continue with the trail because I would like to try to connect with this one. And also I was adding a few trees here, and maybe I would like to create like small path trail on this area also, which is exactly matching with the one with the cross here. So you see this is actually this point. So maybe I could just try to create here like small trail on this area, just to come here again. First thing that I will do is just adding here a fence that I want just to put like this one. I want to create another one. This one is just a couple of models, so this is not the one that I'm planning to do. In fact, I could just take this one because I was creating two of them, so this is two different ones, but I can use here the one that I have for spline. Even it's really small, but I think this, I'm not sure. So I change here the one to this, and then I can just say okay. First thing, also I need to add to different level. So here, go to the level, that's fine. And then create a new spline point. I'm not sure which one is the one that I'm creating. So this direction. Okay, and just I will try to. Oops, there's a few of them already. There's something strange here. So I think it's creating already the points. So delete this one, and I should have a couple of them maybe. Yeah, now it's fine. So I will replace this with this one. It's just not much, but I mean it's just one draw call, and makes no sense to create two different items for exactly the same thing. So I'm just replacing this one and reusing because it's the one that I'm using now to the another side. So let's try to adjust this here, and maybe also adjusting the second point to be where are the points? This one a bit more like that, and now adding all of them. So moving all of them, and I think rotating a bit also. Oops. Rotate a bit more. I can use this one as reference. So a bit like that, and then moving now to match with this, and also moving on this direction to match with them. Okay, and I'm planning to do exactly the same, but then the opposite way. So let's say duplicate this and then rotating. Probably I will create a few more because a couple of them is not enough. Let's first align the one that I'm planning to align. This is maybe here. I'm just trying to do kind of limiting the ones, the players just coming from this direction, and they just come here. You cannot jump, so that's the reason to be maybe taking the real path or the small trade that I'm doing instead of just going through the forest, because otherwise you are arriving to this one, then you need to move also to be far or things like that. So it's kind of blocking the player going just through the forest. I think it will be easier if I'm just removing at the moment the grass and also the trees. So it will be easier just to align this. For that I need to align the points here at the end of the river, and as you go on this way you go again to the town. So the idea is just finish this area. This is completely open area with nature at the moment, because for example I was creating this one, and maybe I can create a few more things here. So I will just expand this one. Sí, los muros son temporales porque estoy ampliando el mapa, pero simplemente para cuando hago el play que no te caigas del mapa, ya está. Pero so yeah, the limits at the moment is just something hardcore to avoid just falling down with the map. But as I'm expanding the map, it's just something temporary. So as I'm not using this one in the future, I'm not really taking a lot of work on it, because it's just it's a procedural generated all around the map, so there's not really being worried about this. El bosque está quedando bastante mal porque los árboles son horribles de rendimiento, de imagen. Billboard no corresponde, el mapa normal está regulero. Tengo que reemplazar todos los árboles, pero estoy pensando que si en el futuro tengo un poco de dinero y puedo comprar el Speed Tree, pues haré árboles bonitos que los voy a reemplazar todos. Entonces, de momento, bueno, pues voy rellenando porque la escena tiene, pero está bastante cutre, la verdad. Cutrísimo. Planning to replace all the trees in the future with if I have some money with subscription to Speed 3 for Unreal Engine. So at the moment I'm using all of them as placeholder. It is just continue doing the map thing more or less fine. I was doing them with 3it, and I had a lot of problems. Need to do manually a lot of things to fixing a lot of problems. Even like that it's working, but the performance, they are not nice at all. So yeah, using oops. Select floating one. Not sure about this. Maybe this one. No, it's going well. That's going well. Sí, cuando tenga los otros árboles sí, pero de momento no. Es un indie sin presupuesto, así que yo espero que la gente no espere un AAA. Si el juego al final vale 5 euros o 10 euros, no creo que deberían esperar por 5 euros un AAA. O 10 euros, si es que vale al final, vamos. Oops. So we can maybe try to fix a few problems here. What I was thinking also is, well, this is just the sawmill, supposed to be that you are kind of in the middle of the forest, and this is completely empty of trees. So probably I need to, I don't know, fill all this area with trees. This is probably the painting here for some reason, maybe when my computer is just jumping, so I think that the painting needs to be grass here. So we're just missing this. So I'm thinking that I should have maybe a lot of trees here, all this area. At least all this small part. So let me see how it's going with the performance of this area. If I'm just adding a few of them, I will also add them. Not this, not this, not this one, and not this. And I would like also to ensure that the minimum radius will be Think about this is maybe 100. Oh no. Sorry for the neighbor. Let me just sorry, I was just muting the microphone at the moment that my neighbor is just working there. I think I will add manually. It's just easier to control this one. I know there are a lot of them, but I hope they are just blocking each other on using the billboard. Will be just not really painting all of them. Maybe this should be a bit bigger. I don't know. I think it's more than enough. Let's try to play here. I know that the performance is quite bad, so from the other side should be covering each other. Well, in fact, I have trees already here, so it's hard to see the other side of the. Yeah. Just being on this point is the one that's just starting being. Of course, I'm missing like bushes or smaller ones inside of the forest that I don't have still the model, so I will just be completing the forest when I have more models. And as I said, I'm not really spending time doing that when I have this speed tree subscription. I can create a few bushes and a few trees, paint more according to this area, the colors and everything. So at the moment just using them as kind of placeholders, and I can remove later and create new ones just for this area. I could put some flowers also. So yeah, let's add flowers. Which one? Probably when I have more assets, I will completely replace all the forests that I have. Okay, I will use this one, and probably I will increase the density for them. Will be here, and now painting. I will remove the trees at the moment. It will be easier to paint. In fact, I will just paint bigger, already small. it's too much. Of course, the cool distance is not giving me the option to see all the flowers that I'm painting, but if I'm going closer, should be painting this. Okay, and then the building navigation should be helping with this now. Let's do something smaller to match this area a bit better. Just to be sure. And we will check now closer if everything is properly painted. As you see, some of them are already here. If you are being closer, you see them. So, yeah. I think it's already enough. Let's add again the trees. And build navigation again. So that you can see this is just all the time doing like that. So that's my computer is just lagging and even hard to move with the editor. Okay, save. Why it's not? Okay, play. So we can see this area closer. From this point, probably don't see anything. Not much. If we are just walking inside, we'll have this grass, flowers. It's pretty dark. I think even being during the day, so let's change, for example, time of the day to 12 midday, and to see how it's going the lightning. Well, it's a bit better. Yeah, it's clear here to see them. And let's change to something like 8 in the morning, but it's foggy also. We can go to the top. And we can change to the afternoon, evening, almost evening. We put out maybe a few rocks, also big ones, inside of the forest, kind of this. So I could also add a few of them because it's also very steepy inside. So it makes sense, for example, here having like stones, a few of them. Makes sense. So I will just add one here to see how it looks. For example, one here. or yeah, this is steppy area, I think. In fact, I could remove a few of them, for example this one. I think this is the area for the rock. I'm trying to find which is the most steepy area to add the stones there. Rock foliage, single instant, and will be this environment here and this one, and then I will just try to, for example, create bigger. Select all. Select all. I will increase the size initially and then try to rotate this. To be kind of this and try to align to the terrain. So something like that. I can remove later all the grass. It could be something like this. Well, probably need to remove a few trees. Maybe the one on the top. It's already. Oh no, that's fine. What I need to remove is just the grass being kind of inside of this one. So what we need to do is selecting grass, this and this and this and this one also, and this one. And I will try to select something smaller. So let's say everything inside. We can remove. I could even paint also the terrain around to make something different. That's not matching. And just final touches of that. Okay, I think more or less just all the grass that we have around, and I can try to paint again small patches around. So 64 here, just to adjust a bit better to the stone, but selecting manually the one, for example, that is just all. Things like this, and for example this one also. Okay, and maybe painting around. So paint here, mode 0.5. Okay, let's remove few grass that I see is just really messing here. This one also, this one, and that one. I could even try this. I think that's all from this area. Let's walk around to see what's looking for here. Looking for grass that is not matching, or I don't know, any other thing like that. I think the proxy is also working well. Perfect. Can be here. Also, having a few rocks is also good for reference. Then just you are walking, for example, or having like small trails. It's a good reference for not having like 1 kilometer square of forest with nothing there, but just having stones or trails, things like that. It's easy to see. In the end, the map will be not really huge at all. Like maybe all together, maybe it's 1 kilometer square, things like that. I don't think it will be more. But yeah, having a few areas for forests, good to have at least trails or something different. I don't want to have like 100 to 300 meters with nothing, just walking around. So that's why I'm trying to add gameplay around the map. I don't know, things to do. For example, in this area probably you can just have the resource like stones or wood, and also maybe collecting herbs, for example. So it's just a good place for having kind of a procedural random resource that you can just collect. I need to finish also this area here. And I was thinking maybe to add also another fence in this part, because it's also going to the way of this trail. So this is just fine being here, and should have maybe also on the top here the fence, another fence here. Which model I really don't know. Maybe I will use the same like this one maybe. Yes, here, starting this one. First I will just put the fence and then continue later with the grass, maybe flowers, stones, things like that. Sí, además esa es una de las 4 ramas principales que tienes que hacer en el juego. Tienes que recoger hierbas y tienes que craftear. Aprendes a hacer cosas con esas hierbas, incluso a plantarlas. Eso sí. Efectivamente, es una de las 4 ramas principales. Tienes que, digamos, que aprender los arbustos, los vegetales, las hierbas y las flores, me parece que son. Son las 4 cosas que tienes que aprender, subir las skills, y tienes que aprender a plantarlas, encontrarlas o comprar semillas y cosas de esas. O sea que sí, las hierbas en el bosque es una de las 4 ramas principales. Lo que pasa es que ahora mismo solo está la de plantar vegetales, pero sí. Sawmill and fence line. Door fence small, door fence large, door fence. Puedo usar esta, o puedo usar door fence large, este de aquí. Me gusta más este de aquí. Así que sí, seguro tienes que... Tienes que aprender a hacer todo eso. Let's say this one will be starting kind of here, even less. For example here. So first thing is just rotating to be aligned to this, and they will just align to the terrain more or less. So I hope that the new items just being created properly for that. So it's hard to know which one is the first of them. Okay. So let's duplicate point, and in that case you have also the same problem. So which one is the one being connected? Oh, okay. So this one is here. I will use also this free rotation for that. I will just try to do something not completely straightforward. So take maybe this one, then rotate to match the terrain, and I will add any one, and that's all. I think it's enough for that. Just duplicate the point, and then moving here, anyone. As this spline, I don't need to really have them, all of them really connected, so I can just create things like that. And what I can do is also rotating in this direction to not have everything identical, perfectly aligned. I can just create things like this. And this one also, things like that. Okay. Now we'll just complete a bit the grass around. So grass here. Grass. Okay. In this map, something fast. Is it not bad? It's also matching. I mean, just growing across this one through the for example here it's fine, but sometimes it's not really looking nice. They're really matching too much, so that's why by default paint, but later I'm just deleting a few of them. For example, this one is not really nice. In that case I need to paint again. Yeah, for example this, and this one is also matching too much, so I can just try to move to some other place, or I can just remove, that's all. Also here is also matching too much. This one is really very nice. Okay, next thing, maybe adding a few stones, I don't know, or just leaving this one, or maybe painting a bit of grass, paint tool, things like that. Need to paint maybe dirt. Paint something smaller. So mass. That's fine. I don't know why it's so laggy. This Hello and welcome everyone. First thing, Merry Christmas for anyone that is just celebrating this one. Have a nice night yesterday and very nice day today with family and friends. I will continue working on the same area that I was working for yesterday. I was just starting this kind of the cross here in the middle of the trail that I'm doing this week, and I was creating here kind of sawmill that is not finished, but I was just creating, adding a few props and things like that. So I was just working a bit around, still not completely finished, but I was just adding a few things that maybe I will work on it, or just I will continue with the trail because I would like to try to connect with this one. And also I was adding a few trees here, and maybe I would like to create like small path trail on this area also, which is exactly matching with the one with the cross here. So you see this is actually this point. So maybe I could just try to create here like small trail on this area, just to come here again. First thing that I will do is just adding here a fence that I want just to put like this one. I want to create another one. This one is just a couple of models, so this is not the one that I'm planning to do. In fact, I could just take this one because I was creating two of them, so this is two different ones, but I can use here the one that I have for S-Plime. Even it's really small, but I think this, I'm not sure. So I change here the one to this, and then I can just say okay. First thing, also I need to add to different level. So here, go to the level, that's fine. And then create a new S-Plane point. I'm not sure which one is the one that I'm creating. So this direction. Okay, and just I will try to. Oops, there's a few of them already. There's something strange here. So I think it's creating already the points. So delete this one, and I should have a couple of them maybe. Yeah, now it's fine. So I will replace this with this one. It's just not much, but I mean it's just one draw call, and makes no sense to create two different items for exactly the same thing. So I'm just replacing this one and reusing because it's the one that I'm using now on the another side. So let's try to adjust this here. And maybe also adjusting the second point to be where are the points? This one a bit more like that, and now adding all of them, so moving all of them. And I think rotating a bit also. Oops. Rotate a bit more. I can use this one as reference. So a bit like that, and then moving now to match with this, and also moving on this direction to match with them. Okay. And I'm planning to do exactly the same, but then the opposite way. So let's say duplicate this and then rotating. Probably will create a few more because a couple of them is not enough. Let's first align the one that I'm planning to align. This is maybe here. I'm just trying to do kind of limiting the ones the players just coming from this direction, and they just come here. You cannot jump, so that's the reason to be maybe taking the real path or the small trade that I'm doing instead of just going through the forest, because otherwise you are arriving to this one, then you need to move also to be far or things like that. So it's kind of blocking the player going just through the forest. I think it will be easier if I'm just removing at the moment the grass and also the trees, so it will be easier just to align this. For that I need to impossible to move. Okay, I think we'll create a new layer here. It will be the communal farms. I can just move later the things, but just organizing things and then removing them later. For example, if they don't have any gameplay, you can just use the level streaming to unload and download the game. And also just hiding here is just giving me the option to not have too much things on the screen, or just so what I need is just crop. Oh no, not this. Hunger, thank you. And I will try like 6 and 400. If the ring is aligned, which seems to me that this is not, this one should be playing, but seems to me that the ring is not playing completely, so that's why I have something strange here, and this one is not working. Let me see if I have this matching. So anyway, since the terrain is not completely flat at this point, because I was just using well, this one as I say, and then painting I will use something stronger. Okay, so now it seems that it is probably was just the smooth. I was just deleting this one, so I will just try to move far from this one, and I hope the smooth is not taking really too much here. Okay, so leaving this leaving this one as it should be. Okay, and I will just duplicate this. Well, before I'm just moving, I think you should have more like maybe 10, 8. We'll see now. When I'm just playing, I can see that this one is adding a lot of plants. Should be. well, it's also one thing that I'm missing is my gameplay adding this level. So I will add this one also. Because I'm loading all of them, it's kind of streaming during the loading game. So when I'm creating a new one, I need to add this, and will be also loaded when the game starts. Okay, so you see a lot of small plants here. One thing I need to do the opposite one. So for example, this one is 6 or even 5. And I will try to do this one with them. Yeah, I will increase this to 6 rows. So I can even select which one is growing, and for example about the way the player managing this one or not, and things like that. Control W and create here another one, and Control W and create a third one. And in this case I need to change again the terrain. So first thing is just deleting grass, and next is just flatten terrain, and now it's just the smooth. Should be here, not really touching this area. Okay, so we will have here 3. Let me just change this one. 3 places here for farming, and I would like also to add, of course, some fences around. So for that, using again the fence, I think this one. And the one that I'm using is, for example, 3 of them. I need to rotate and also create a bit of gap between them, or 20, 10, and rotate it to I forgot about this. Anyway, minus 90, and then increase this one, maybe 4 or even 5. Yeah, could be 5, and then move a bit. Oh, it's perfect. Just thinking about this, and we can just duplicate. Duplicate again. Okay, perfect. What is my mouse when I'm just in the... Okay, not working. Perfect. I think I need to restart the editor. Is just being, as you can see that the mouse is not being here. Okay, that's it here, and I will create the last one also on this side. And maybe I will put here like a small building or place for controlling all of this. I need of course to paint around the terrain here and creating maybe like a small trail this way or that way, things like that, creating something to be in this area, or maybe creating also new fence here. So should be having already gameplay in this area, because you can just plant or work here, and now having, for example, a house, you can also have NPCs, so you can just meet with this guy, and then having dialogues and things like that. So this is the plant, and for example, see, yeah, agree with this one to work here. Well, I need to delete the floating flowers for some reason, but anyway, this area is also working fine. And from the trail, yeah, I need to smooth a bit this part, the terrain. Yeah, need to smooth this. Anyway, I think that I will almost leave here the streaming now and just finishing a few things, but I mean, I don't have enough time to really finish this area, so that's why maybe I will continue maybe this afternoon or tomorrow. No idea. And let me also delete the floating flowers. Do I have all of them selected? Okay, now they are selected. Okay. So we have done today this small trail, we have added a few fences, this forest also more or less, and this area that I wanted to have something here, as I said, having gameplay almost around all the map, so things like that, and then creating maybe a small house here, and someone is just farming, working in this area, and you can just come at any time with NPCs and a few more things to do here, so that's good. Need to complete this. Yeah, we'll see if we need to add a few more things on this area, but more or less, yeah, that's all. So I think I will just leave the streaming here. If you have any question or want to see any other part of the map or the game, the mechanics, I don't know, any other thing that you would like to see, otherwise just leaving here. Maybe it will come later today or tomorrow, streaming every day. You can check all the links here for YouTube channel with more videos, all the streaming that I'm uploading there, and yeah, that's all. Because I don't have enough time to finish this one. I don't want to do longer videos, so usually I do like 2 hours videos, all of them. So this is more or less time already. Yo tengo muchísimo trabajo, tengo que ampliar el mapa, tengo que hacer un montón de cosas que faltan, un montón de pequeños detalles, unas texturas que no están, un lot que falta, el otro que tienes que ajustar unas caras, hay 1000 cosas por hacer, aparte de lo que es en sí la historia. Por ejemplo, todos los skill trees no están hechos, hay que hacerlo, eso es código también, que hay que ajustarlo todo. Así que sí, por haber hay muchísimo, pero intento terminar esta parte del mapa, simplemente este pequeño área que he hecho aquí, esta parte del mapa, terminarla, para lo que te digo, la semana que viene poder ya moverme al siguiente pueblo y empezar a hacer pues, el pueblo nuevo, todo lo que es simplemente el mapa, a ver si me diera tiempo eso para la semana que viene. Entonces por eso estoy aquí intentando completar toda esta pequeña parte, que en realidad no tiene mucha cosa porque está bastante vacío todo, pero bueno, completarlo aquí un poco y ya poder movernos al área nueva, ampliar el mapa y seguir por ahí por la parte nueva. Aunque bueno, en principio por el medio haré seguramente un poco de bosque o algo así por el medio, que no sea la casa tan cerca, pero sí, hay muchísimo, vamos, quiero decir, quedará como 1 año o 2 así de trabajo en el juego, o sea que sí, por haber, no te preocupes que hay para aburrir, vamos. No hay. Sí, sí. Ya ves que yo llevo un año, estoy tranquilo, lo que se ha hecho está muy bien. Ahora voy mucho más rápido que iba antes, pero bueno, queda muchísimo para terminar. De todos modos, por temas personales, posiblemente en 2-3 semanas, o sea, pare el juego y ya está. Tengo que buscar un trabajo, no tengo trabajo, así que me iré a algún sitio a buscar trabajo y pararé lo que es los streaming y tal. Pero el juego como tal, lógicamente, o sea, pararlo sí, porque no podré hacer mucho, pero luego en cuanto pueda pues seguiré otra vez, aunque sea solo por ejemplo los fines de semana, haré los streaming solo los fines de semana o así, pero de momento, ahora que puedo, estoy aquí apretando todo lo que pueda para hacer lo más posible, dejar bastantes cosas preparadas, así que eso es lo que estoy haciendo. Y no sé por qué aquí me pone que hay un montón de gente, pero aquí no hay nadie, no sé, está regulero. Claro, es constancia, seguir haciendo cosas, hay ratos que son más aburridos, otras veces son repetitivos, otras veces simplemente modificar cosas que ya habías hecho que han dejado de funcionar, porque según va ampliando hay que revisar otra vez lo que es optimización, rendimiento, algunas cosas que por ejemplo añades nuevas funcionalidades, tienes que revisar todas las anteriores que sigan funcionando, entonces bueno, quiero decir que es un poco trabajo de paciencia porque queda mucho para terminar, te gustaría haberlo terminado todo rápido, pero no, la gente viene, quiere jugar ya, mañana, a poder ser que cuando sale la demo o una beta, y bueno, no se puede sacar porque hay tantas cosas que faltan que lo que hablamos. Luego el problema es que lo sacas y la gente piensa que está terminado o casi. Y aunque les digas que no, que falta un año de desarrollo, está casi y ya está. Así que como es imposible así, pues lo que hago es que no saco nada, pero si no, vamos, quiero decir que ya se podría hacer. Y es una pequeña demo técnica y se podrían hacer algunas misiones y tal, o sea que sí. Y esta semana lo he ampliado, lo que es eso, he ampliado este cacho de aquí y ahora mismo se podría caminar por todas las zonas nuevas. Antes estaba, digamos, cerrado la valla y no se podía, no podía salir de ahí más que, o sea, el cacho, digamos, del pueblo que había. Y al ampliarlo, pues se puede venir a todas estas casas que no tienen gameplay todavía, se puede venir por aquí, que no hay gameplay, que no hay nada, pero bueno, en principio se puede caminar. Un poco lo hice por yo mismo, por probar un poco el rendimiento, a ver si cómo iba por esta zona, ¿no? Pero sí tengo que ajustar también los cool distance y que se dejen de pintar algunas cosas, incluso como te digo, quitar algunos layers durante el juego para que se carguen y descarguen. Pero bueno, ya te digo, por ir ampliando la zona y ampliando también el tema de performance. Así que eso es lo que he hecho eso también. O sea, quiere decir que por ADR hay miles de cosas que no es solo lo que veis aquí, porque yo hago casi todo gameplay que es más entretenido o más vistoso, más llamativo, que ponerme ahí a revisar código y cosas de esas que bueno, la gente se puede aburrir soberanamente, así que por eso hago estas cosas así. Así que ya está, me voy a ir yo también a comer y ya te digo, a lo mejor luego por la tarde me pongo otro rato y si no a lo mejor pues ya mañana, sin problema, lo que sea. Como si estoy aquí como el que dice aburrido o voy a hacer cosas que estén más o menos eso, seguir un poco con el diseño del nivel, pues sigo. Si me pongo con código o alguna cosa, pues no pongo la cámara ni nada, así que eso es lo que estaré haciendo. Así que me voy a ir a comer. Gracias a todos por venir. Os veo en la siguiente, yo creo. Si os lo saltáis, yo pongo los vídeos para que podáis verlo sin problema todo el desarrollo. Lo podéis pasar rápido. So if anyone have any other questions, I will just leave here the streaming. And I will continue maybe this afternoon or tomorrow. And I will be streaming every day as usual. Also during the holidays. So. Bueno, el código es que C++, o sea que, vamos, que si quieres ver blueprints, puedo poner también los blueprints, pero... Blueprints sí pongo algunas veces, blueprints sí pongo, pero el C++ no, porque es demasiado pesado. Es ver ahí la pantalla del escritorio durante 20 minutos escribiendo línea. Tengo las dos cosas, tengo C++, tengo línea, que he picado líneas de código en C++, y creo, por ejemplo, nodos, que esos nodos luego los utilizo en blueprint. Y luego otros que utilizo blueprint directamente con cosas, o sea que... Sí, nos vemos seguro. Si pasas por aquí antes o después, aquí sí que ya sabes que yo siempre dándolo todo. Aquí no hay descanso, los indies no tenemos descanso. Ya sabes cómo va esto. Así que, muy bien, pues muchas gracias por venir todos. Feliz Navidad a los que no os había felicitado al empezar el streaming que no habríais llegado. Que paséis un buen día y unas buenas Navidades. Si no nos vemos, también feliz año a todo el mundo. So, thank you everyone for coming. Have a nice day with your family, resting. And I hope to see you in this streaming later. Thank you everyone for coming. Bye bye. Gracias Every. Gracias por venir. Hasta luego.